The Story of the Three Axes, Vietnamese Fairy Tales. Once upon a time there was a poor woodcutter. His parents were seriously ill and passed away early. He had to live without his parents since he was young, and his only asset was an axe. Every day he had to carry an axe into the forest to cut firewood to sell to earn money to make a living. Near the edge of the forest there is a river flowing very fast. If someone slips and falls into the river, it will be very difficult to swim to shore. One day, as usual, the woodcutter carried an axe into the forest to chop firewood. While chopping wood next to the river, his axe unfortunately broke its handle and the blade fell into the river. Because the river flow was too fast, even though he knew how to swim, he still could not go down to the river to find the axe blade. Disappointed, the woodcutter sat down crying and lamenting. Suddenly, from somewhere, an old man with white hair, long beard, and very kind eyes appeared in front of him. The old man looked at the farmer and asked, "Hey child, what's going on that I see you crying and sad like that?" The woodcutter answered the old man, "Sir, my parents died early. I was an orphan since I was young. My family is very poor. My only asset is the iron axe that my parents left behind before they passed away. With that axe, I still went to the forest to cut firewood to make a living, but now it has fallen into the river. I don't know what to use to make a living anymore. That's why I'm so sad." The old man replied to the woodcutter, "I thought it was something big. Stop crying. Let me dive into the river and get the axe for you." Having finished speaking, the old man threw himself into the fast-flowing river. A moment later, the old man rose from the water holding a shiny silver axe and asked the poor woodcutter, "Is this the axe blade you dropped?" The woodcutter looked at the silver axe blade and saw that it was not his, so he shook his head and told the old man, "It's not my nephew's axe blade. My axe blade is made of iron." The second time, the old man threw himself into the fast-flowing river to find an axe for the woodcutter. A moment later, the old man rose from the water holding a golden axe and asked the woodcutter, "Is this the axe blade that you accidentally dropped into the river?" The woodcutter looked at the shining golden axe blade, shook his head and said, "It's not your axe blade." The third time, the old man threw himself into the river again, and this time when he got out, he held in his hand the iron axe that the woodcutter had dropped. The old man asked again, "So is this your axe blade?" Seeing that it was indeed his axe blade, the woodcutter shouted happily, "Yes, sir, this is indeed my axe blade. Thank you for finding the axe blade for me so I can chop wood to make a living." The old man gave the woodcutter his iron axe blade and praised, "You are truly an honest and truthful person, not interested in money or profit. Now I give you 2 more axe blades made of gold and silver. This is my gift to you. Please accept it happily." The woodcutter happily took the 2 axes the old man gave him and thanked them. The old man turned magic and disappeared. Only then did the woodcutter realize that he had just received help from the Buddha. End of story. Please press. The story ends with a lesson about honesty and the belief that good, honest people will always be rewarded. Press the like and subscribe buttons to the channel so you don't miss any other interesting videos. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or opinions about the story. Thank you for listening and see you in the next stories.